Hi guys, I'm Char, your personal online tarot reader. We are doing a video tarot reading for client number 57. Thank you for booking this reading with me and allowing me to read for you. It is an honor and a pleasure to be able to do this. Today we are using the Animal Wise cards here in front of me. And I've got some really good questions and thoughts going on for you. These are beautiful cards. And we'll be carrying on, I think, from our conversation as well. So, here we go. I'm so excited. Such an honor to do this for you today. Wonderful. So we'll find what the tarot has to say for you today about this subject. All right, so we have the King of Cups that has come up as the first card, the Dragonfly. I love this deck. So, trust in the power of light. The King of Cups comes and talks to us about emotional stability. In this zombie deck, he's my favorite one. He's like sitting on his throne. The water is up to his eyeballs. He's just sitting there holding onto his cup ever so elegantly. And, you know, when we look back at the history of the Dragonfly, it is prehistoric. And it's survived this whole time, just doing its thing. So really trusting in the power of light right now with the King of Cups. We're looking for, I'm going to sneeze. We're looking for emotional stability here. The emotions are flowing and it needs to kind of ebb and, excuse me, sorry. It needs to kind of ebb and flow in order for these things to be washed out, to be washed away, to just be let go. Sometimes we need to let things go. We don't need to analyze it. We don't need to forgive it. We don't need to feel guilty about it. We don't need to feel happy about it. We don't need to feel forgiveness about it. Sometimes we just need to let it go. Excuse me. So when we have the King of Cups coming in, we're practicing in love and gratitude. And I did give you a meditation, I think I sent to you about the shapes. And really take that into a daily practice right now. And it'll help find that grounding and help trust in the power of the light. See what else pops out here for you. Of course, you know, like we are looking at things and getting ready to be on the verge of a huge breakthrough. And so every time there's a level up, a breakthrough, if you're a gamer, you know, like you understand this about the final boss coming in. The final boss coming in and you having to pull all the resources, all the tricks you've learned through that level, you're going to have to pull them together in order to beat that big boss. So right now all right, so this first layer is looking really good here, okay? So just have faith and trust the universe has your back. Don't overthink things. We're going into a leveling up period where you just have to warrior through this. So I giggle because we've got the Six of Pentacles here. And the Six of Pentacles talks to us about, I'm just seeing what you had on our last reading. The Six of Pentacles talks to us about being just past that decision-making point. Like the universe has pushed you past that 5. You know, where we're on a scale in the cycle of 1 to 10. The Six of Pentacles talks about balance, feeling that balance, being worthy of good things coming to you, being worthy of giving away your gift of wonderfulness, being worthy of the give and take, emotionally, King of Water, right there, King of Cups, being making sure the balance is there for the give and take. You're worthy of great things. You are worthy of success. You are worthy of providing other people great insight into their lives. You are worthy and capable and knowing of all these things, and you can't get in your way. So with the king of emotions there, he's just like so stable. He's just having that moment. This beautiful jaguar reclaiming power and fruits of labor. So it's taking back to that moment where before everything, if that makes sense. And it's taking us back to a place where we've got the Five of Wands right here. The Five of Wands is chaos and confusion. We've got, like, literally, Five of Wands is chaos. It's self-conflict. There's change going on. The Five of Wands here is do what we must in struggles. Sometimes that means just letting go. There doesn't have to be a rhyme, reason, justification to it. Nothing. Sometimes we can just decide, and that's it. And that's it. That's it. The Five of Wands. Wands are fiery. They're like our passion, our will, and it's an action card. So look at that gecko. It's very chameleon in its environments, right? So observing. I am blown away here. We have the gecko is the gecko in its own environment, because we have the Page of Wands right here. And this is news of changing environment. This is what I'm talking about. We're looking into a level up situation here for you. This is the chameleon. The chameleon requires us to change. The chameleon changes smooth and effortlessly. Right? That changes color into surrounding background, so it can take camouflage. News of changing environment. So we have the Page of Wands right here. And with this page, there's action, there's goal oriented. There's action that needs to be taken. And it's very fiery, very in your face action. Like, it's like, okay, I have leveled up. I feel like I've leveled up. I feel like that stuff, that hard stuff that I was struggling with just went poof and dissipated right along the way there. Yes, of course. Oh, snap. All right, we've got the Three of Swords here reversed. And I love... Maybe this is why this deck called to me to read for you today. I love when the Three of Swords comes in, because it is time for change. The Three of Swords reversed in particular as we're going through this self journey. This is where the swords fall out of the heart. You know, the general picture of this is the heart, and there's three swords sticking out of it. This one, I love this deck. And this deck is what so inspired me about learning my reverse cards. So when we look at this, we've got the rose-breasted grosbeak. And we're talking healing of the heart. Look at that mama bird ready there to feed the worms to the babies. The babies are hungry. She's got everything she needs to feed it. We're healing our heart. So I want to go and say with this Three of Swords reversed, yes, breakthrough, level up. We've gone through a really big change. And it's dealing with those previous traumas and stuff. Like, if you don't know what to do about it, just leave it. It doesn't need to be overanalyzed. It doesn't need to be dug into like a root canal. Sometimes things can just be left. And then when the universe is ready for you to deal with that, even though it feels like, okay, I have my list, I've done these things in this motion, in this notion, and this is the next logical step I need to take, but the universe is like, you know what? No, we're leveling you up right now. You are going to go through this journey, and it's going to be very interesting, and really, you need to trust in the power of the light with the dragonfly on the right here. Understanding, I hope this is coming up the right way. The first card is the Jaguar, the Six of Wands. Understanding that you are, Six of Pentacles. Understanding that you are worthy of the give and take of wonderful things. You provide good things to the universe and you receive good things to the universe. And again, please do that meditation, that shapes yoga that I sent to you. And just keep this in mind. I am worthy of giving and receiving. And this really opened up my eyes and my heart to be able to give better and understand receiving on a different level. And I think you're there. I think you're there. The universe right now, like universally, globally, I keep saying this, but there's a lot of people in our profession that are having these second doubts, these glances, these questions, and it's only because the universe is tossing us so much that we have to process right now and are leveling up. It is time for us to rely on one another to get through this, and we're going to do it. There are a lot of people in your position right now, lovely, that are dealing with this as well. Okay, so just this is the time when, even though it may feel like turmoil, there may be a shift in something. And with this Five of Wands, in that chaos, in that fiery chaos, like the original image of this Five of Wands is everybody's like aiming their wands at you. Doing what we must in struggles is just, you know what? Sometimes we don't need to process that. Sometimes we need to really process that, and sometimes we don't. And I find that sometimes in cycles, we get stuck right there. We just need somebody to do that little flick and kind of get us off that step and onto that ground, which is, I think, where we're at right now. Like with especially this Page of Wands again, we've got ideas, we've got things flowing, and even though it may not be exactly the thing that you think you've been working towards for the last year, the last 2 years, the last 3 years, this is going to be the thing that takes you to that next level. Evolution has happened. We've all been thrown a curveball, and I think being able to go with the flow universally is really going to help us get beyond those issues and those things, and just kind of seeing them for what they are. The High Priestess is right on the bottom of the deck there, which tells me that the universe has your back. The High Priestess is, we're going to actually take this out right here. What does it say? Intuition and weaving of fate. Spider magic is a very interesting magic when it comes to transitions and protection. The magic that the spider weaves and the way they oversee, and all the different cultures that take spider into a revered place, a protection place. The universe literally has your back. The web is ever expanding. I want to do one more row here for you. I just feel like we need another row. Oh, those came out together. Another row going on. What are we doing? Okay, so after this goes through, just sometimes you just have to let it be. Just leave it and move on. You know, like when it comes to final exams and questions and stuff like that, this just came into my brain. When it comes to like doing those exams and the multiple choice questions, and sometimes there's not multiple choice, but it's just like, I have to think, do I waste all this time trying to find this answer? Trying to grasp and find this answer, or do I move on with the time space that I have during this exam and get the answers that I do know done? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so we have the Four of Pentacles. He's the badger. Man, if you've looked up honey badger, you can understand why I'm giggling. The idea behind this card is self-reliance and practical pursuits, which flows so well after having the High Priestess come in. So going into self-reliance and practical pursuits, you are working your ass off to get to a place that you're blocking yourself from. The word I was going to say is not the prettiest one. You are working your ass off to get to a place where you are rooster blocking yourself from the outcome. So we have the Knight of Pentacles here, and this is the cougar. This is coming into our own power. And the Knight of Pentacles comes and talks to us about that planning for the future. What are you laying down for your golden road? He's very slow and steady wins the race. The Pentacles talk about the long term, the money, the grounding. Where are you putting your feet? Where are your feet going to go? They're going to go into self-reliance and practical pursuits. Why? Because you've done all this clearing crap out. Your heart is healing, and the High Priestess, the universe has your back for this next step. Take a breath and take the leap. The universe has your back. Oh, I got goosebumps. Why did I look? Why did I look? On the bottom of the deck with these two cards, we have the Ace of Cups. Going back right beneath this King of Cups up here, right? So starting back at the beginning, we've got new love, joy, and health. This level up that you've just incurred has created a point of new exploration for health, love, joy, and the works. It is going to enhance your skills that you can offer others. It is going to enhance your skills that you offer yourself for your life. The butterfly comes in. This metamorphosis has happened. The ugly, nasty, cocoon, crappy, yucky, gooey stuff, all up top here. We're geckos. We're chameleons up here. We're doing that work. We're making that change and going with that flow. Here's the butterfly. All right. I'm just learning how to fly. I just got my wings. I'm learning to fly. Tom Petty, right? The Ten of Pentacles is sitting underneath this. And, you know, I was going to pull out a storybook here, but the story is speaking to itself. So after this transformation is going to go leaps and bounds. The communication is going to open up. There's going to be times when you say, hey, I am processing this specific thing right now. I understand. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. I need your help to process this, please. Can I please trust you in this situation? You're going to be learning to ask for help and communicate in ways that you never thought that you would be doing within your own home and base. You're going to be establishing guidelines that are going to take you further than you ever thought possible, with a freedom in your heart and in your soul that you didn't know was there. We've got home birth and primal mother there. I'm channeling for you right now, and it's getting to a place. So the Ten of Pentacles comes and talks to us right now about... The Ten of Pentacles talks to us about that moment that we're complete, we're good. We are there. So yeah, the Ten of Pentacles comes to us. We've got abundance in all forms of life. We're feeling good. We're feeling that balance. We feel like kind of like accomplished, like we've done that thing, right? You've got this coming up very much for you. And it's going to be a big, big transition. It's not going to be what you've expected at all. It's going to be something much grander than that. And right here, back to the King of Cups, you need to have that trust and faith in the universe. Okay, we've got the Three of Pentacles speaking up for you here. Creativity and skill. So like I said before, there is this thing that's going to be revealed to you. And just with that healing of the heart coming in, that Three of Swords reversed. And, you know, the chameleon. Sometimes we just have to go with that. Sometimes we just have to set those things down. Sometimes we have to flick them away, right? So whatever feels right, and you don't need to justify it. Don't justify it. Don't stress over it. So this Three of Pentacles, I love this because it does tie in with the Three of Swords reversed here. Working on the healing, doing that next part of work, but specifically with the Three of Pentacles, we're looking at doing it in a situation, in a reunion, in a coming together, in a working as and building a base foundation. We're getting ready for those fours, right? So with these three, there's new enterprises. Some things are going to have to be let go in order to go forward. So allow the process of loss and grief to happen through that as well, going with that flow, because you know what, sometimes we do feel that grief when we've worked really hard on something. It's disappointing to let it go, but understanding that pivot and that shift really needs to happen. Something I love about this deck, I absolutely love about this deck, is the insights that come into this as well. So with the Three of Pentacles, it's a coming together of building those foundations to work forward, to have that like success group. And did you know that the otters, when they sleep, they hold hands with one another so they don't float away? All right, so I feel like I need one more card in here right now. It's such a beautiful reading. Absolutely such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reading. Such an honor to be able to do this for you. But again, it's just everything that we've been talking about is all right here. So we have the Six of Swords right here. I'm going to lose my mind. We have the Dove. We have the Six of Swords. It says moving between cycles and worlds. The Six of Swords also talks about moving away from things, but there's still that touch of emotional baggage there. So while this is a very, very, very big thing, it's your own personal barriers that are getting in your way. And I'm going to be honest with yourself. You're worth more than that. I'm going to be honest with yourself. I'm going to be honest with you. You're worth more than that. You're worth more than your personal barriers. You're worth more than any trauma and any self-doubt that has ever been put in your mind. And with the Six of Swords right here, oh, heck, I got them again. Coming in with this, 3 and 6. Coming in with this Three of Swords reversed. It's a great, big, huge leap. So again, we're talking about communication. We're talking about turning points. We're talking about conclusions. We're talking about using, we had the, we got another Six of Pentacles right here. That balance again. So we're talking about using our new skills. Like we're moving again with the ego, right? Moving away emotionally and having that ego detached. So you separate yourself. Separate yourself from that moment and be like, I'm seriously working on this. This is a trigger for me. And I need your help because I know it's a biggie. And I need to communicate this with you because we love each other and we're here to get through stuff together. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let this get in my way of being successful on all aspects of life, right? So this is the kicker right here. The big ass kicker. So allow the cycle to happen. It's raising, the new vibration is intimidating, is scary AF. I'm not going to lie to you because I feel it as well. Other people are feeling it as well. There are people in this community that are absolutely feeling this shift. So please know that the universe has your back. Like, yeah! All right, so I'm very excited also because I've incorporated into this deck or into my sessions, I picked up the In-Between Tarot, and she talks a lot about transitions and things that happen when we're moving cycles, and talks a lot about what happens in between the cards and that movement and that little tiny growth times for us here. dude, what an incredible reading. Like, and while it seems very scary and daunting right now, just have faith, trusting in the power of the light. That dragonfly, if you need to visualize a dragonfly and imagine that dragonfly like Tinkerbell flying the sparkly light all around you, having that emotional stability right there. To find it. Oh, I'm so excited for you. And yeah, it's daunting and it's scary, but you know what? You signed up for it. And I'm going to call you on it. You signed up for it. You want this. And I know you do. And the universe needs what you have. All right. What's our transition card here, please? We're transitioning 7 of Wands to 8 of Wands. So there's a lot of action going on here. Oh my gosh, challenges and obstacles and communications and a lot coming at you at once. So really, as this transition going, that is a fiery action. And we did have a lot of wands come in. Like you got the page, you got the 5. Where else are we here? And then as this overview, I'm just going to open the book and give you some insight here. So you can pause and zoom that. So really, this is an interesting transition card. And as I'm just learning these cards, the concepts and how they come into our readings, the overview for them has actually been, it's so spot on. So we've got a couple of keywords here that we need to think about, and just sit down and please think about it with an open mind. So the 7 of Wands keywords is attack and defense. And the 8 of Wands keywords is movement and action. And the in-between concept is choosing to abandon the situation. In this card, we can see the 2 performers escaping from the hostile atmosphere of the circus. They have decided to give up the fight for the time being, and are beginning to distance themselves from the situation. So again, when we are talking back about like do what we must in struggles with this 5 of Wands, the news of changing environment with this Page of Wands right here, this is the kind of thing, that transition that's going on, right? Wands, fiery action. So like I said before, even though it may feel like you're giving up on something, or you're the pivot is real and it needs to be done. So don't mourn the past too much right there. So it also says we can see that the circus in the background of the card has now gone up in flames. The couple chose to set it alight in the final act of defiance. They've also chosen not to stay and assist. They're still carrying their torches, meaning they have not given up yet. They're simply choosing a different path. In between stage from defense in the 7 of Wands to movement in the 8 of Wands is abandonment. When a situation is no longer working, sometimes it is for the best to figuratively let it go up in flames. So sometimes in our life, in our relationship moments, we have the tower moment where it literally, we're having these movements, and we can make the choice to really communicate our needs and express what we're doing in a non-accusing way, and really ask for that support in a way that somebody else can understand how we need it. In that same aspect of things, understanding that you might not get the support that you need in the way that you need it from that person because they don't know how to give it to you. So communication really comes into play. I'm going to do one more. I just got a brand new deck I gotta use. And I just want to see, because this is a lot of healing of the heart here. Especially with that 3 of Swords coming in for that where the swords are falling out of the heart. These are some special cards. We don't have any major arcana in here. We're talking about the actions and stuff. And the love message that comes from them is really sincere and genuine as well. So I just want to do one of these to finish up with you. What an amazing reading. So you're going to have, like, my biggest advice here, my biggest take from this reading is just trust the process and allow the process to happen as the universe needs it to. Just because, like, you're going to be given things and sometimes you're just going to have to, off they go. That Six of, where are we? The Six of Swords. The Six of Swords moments moving between the worlds and cycles. That movement itself is also going to provide some of the tools that are needed for that. And I heard somebody say the other day, it's not the motivation really that gets you going. It's the action, the start of that movement that gets the propeller going, that gets the propulsion going in that aspect of things, okay? So let's just see if we can get a quick message out of these cards here for you. The Nine of Cups. Dreams coming true. All right, literally the world, the universe is in your hands here. You have that power, you have that energy right within you. And with the Nine of Cups coming in, it's just saying, oh man, yes, that world right there is with you. I gotta make sure I've got the right suit. I'm pretty sure it's cups. Like, that just tells me cups. Keywords: contentment, receive, gratitude, and indulgence. A card of contentment and wishes being fulfilled. It suggests now that you're entering a time of peace, joy, and satisfaction. Again, be clear about what you want your relationships to look like because your wishes may be granted soon. Remember to be open to receiving all that the universe is sending your way and express gratitude when your dreams come true, and then sit back and enjoy. Okay, girl, like, seriously, I got 3 different decks here saying go with your transition, trust the process, the universe has your back, great things are coming to you. I love you. You've got this. I will show you your cards, I hope. See if this tablet will pick it up. Alright, there we go. Hopefully you can see them all. Thank you so, so much for booking with me. It is an honor and a pleasure to read for you. And yes, I'm going to make this one public. So click the boxes, Soul Fam. I got you back. I love you guys. I'm Char, your personal tarot reader. And I'll see you in the cards.